What is up, guys? Steve Conroy with Lugaway Junk Removal and Demolition. It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't know the words to that song, and it's too early. You guys didn't come here for that. It's 8:42. I just left my BNI meeting. On my way to give an estimate. Guys are out. Got 10 jobs on the list today. Fridays, they meet without me. We do a quick little phone call in the morning, discuss the plan of attack, and then we head out and tackle the day. So I wanted to make this video on the junk removal industry as a whole, what's happening. I did make one prior to this about a month ago, and I scrapped it because everyone was all over the place and everyone was feeling the pinch, feeling the slowdown. I know a couple kids in my area went out of business, a couple guys in Boston. I wouldn't say out of business, but they stopped doing what they were doing, and they went back to getting part-time jobs with their other employers. So I scrapped that video because I wanted to wait until, we have a little bit of nice weather here now, and wait until things picked up. So the light switch is supposed to go on for junk removal around mid-March. Did it for us? Yes and no. We had an influx in jobs around that third week, and then the end of the month sort of tailed off. But we had like a crazy influx in jobs that third week of March. Now, it being April, in my opinion, it is still slow for what we've got going on in the junk industry. We're doing more jobs than we were doing last year, but it's just slow. It's not consistent. There's a lot of, I wouldn't say cancellations, but there's a lot of people booking like far in advance, and then I'm just starting to call, if they book a week out, I just call the following week, like 4 or 5 days ahead to make sure they need us. And sometimes it's like 50-50 now, where they're saying, oh, we were actually able to take care of it, thanks though. So some people are booking junk removal for just like a safety net, which I haven't experienced before. But the world is what it is. There's a lot happening with the Russia-Ukraine war. Gas prices are through the roof. Everything is tight for everyone right now. People got to buckle down, and we are a luxury service, whether you like to hear it or not. If you can't afford to get the stuff out of your basement and you can't do it yourself, then you just leave it in your basement. It's not like it needs to go. If you're selling your home, a lot of buyers are taking care of stuff, trying to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace, all this annoying stuff that no one wants to do. People are making the effort to do it because people are strapped. Even folks that are selling a couple $1 million houses are doing it. So everyone's feeling the pinch. Has it increased? Yes. I'm confident that it's going to be a big year for junk removal. I think we need to get the warmer weather going. Everyone is always in good spirits when the warm weather is out. I am very confident in saying that the winter has turned me into like an emotional roller coaster / psychopath. Bouts of like going into these little depression holes and pulling myself out, and having, all the guys that I have now, 6 full-time guys with no work for them, and then the next day we're slammed, and then the next day there's nothing, and then the next day we're slammed. It's like, it's wild. But as a business owner, keeping your mind right and focusing on, harness good, block bad, from Happy Gilmore, it's real. So that's a pretty smart guy right there. So yeah, I got a bunch of estimates to do today. I sort of dropped off I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I stopped doing the let me drive to do an estimate type thing, but it's, I don't know. I know a lot of businesses do it like that. I know the franchises say, yeah, you know, book the job, we'll come out for an on-site estimate. If you're happy with the job, we'll do it right then and there. So we did that for a while, but in a while, it might have been, I think I did it on like 5 or 6 jobs, and every job we got to was, you know, a multiple truck clean out, which is great, but given the schedule we already had, there was like, not that there was no time for it, but you know, we say we're gonna do it right then and there if you're happy with the cost, and then it's like, oh hey, you know, we have to throw a 3 truck clean out into the mix, and now I have other customers that, you know, we can't service. The problem was that was happening, and then like the next day there was like nothing on the list. So, or like very small amount of jobs on the list, small volume. So, you know, I'm picking my brain thinking, all right, well, I just need to, you know, get more guys, and, you know, once my JRA truck comes, I'll be smooth sailing. But it's not really the case, because if you're super slammed one day, you need all this help and equipment, and then the next day you don't need the equipment, you don't need the help, but you're still paying for it. So it really rings true, the middle ground of like, I think it's like 3 to 4 trucks that they say is like you're in not an uncomfortable position, but it's a tough position to be in because you got a lot of expenses, and you're just in that like that tweener stage between getting over the hump of just like smooth sailing. But the market dictates that. So me being in the greater Boston area, yeah, there's a bunch of business out here. Not a lot of houses on the market. Volume is low, but they're selling for crazy numbers. So people are moving and grooving, but not as much as they were last year. I think another reason why people have seen a slowdown is because there's a lot. All right, hold on. This is how you know it's a little slow, is when the 1-800-GOT-JUNK truck is parked right there. That truck has been there they parked that there like every day for the last 2 weeks. So, little confidence boost for anyone who's got work going on is that 1-800-GOT-JUNK in Greater Boston is slow. And I think another company might actually own that because they have a magnet on the side of that, but I don't know. Another large factor in the slowdown, in my opinion, is competition, and uneducated competition. So I talk to all of the guys that are in my area. We're all friendly. Everyone's, you know, good with each other, but there's, you know, maybe 2 or 3 of them that don't really have any idea on how to charge and how to just go about running a smooth operation. So they become a low baller, and that, you know, I think that that's an issue. So if, you know, a customer has time to call 10 different places and the 10th one they call is 50% cheaper than all the other guys, they're gonna go with them. Are they gonna get the best service? I have no idea. I think at this point, a lot of people may not really care if it's the best service as long as they get the crap out. What is this woman doing? As long as they get the crap out for, you know, a cheap rate, then they're happy. So you probably have a lot of that going on in your area. You know, the guys, you know, but we all started out like that. Like I started out looking at it as a job, not a business. So you can't knock the guys. You know, you just wish that if these people are, you know, have the wherewithal to call me or to call other businesses and, you know, chew their ear off a little bit for information, that you might you might figure it out at some point. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Beautiful day ahead of us now. So I just wanted to touch base on where the market is, where I think it's going, which is north. I think we're gonna have a big year for junk removal. If you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. We have a bunch of big demo jobs coming up that I'm going to try and film for you guys. The filming is kind of taking a backseat. I know it's like on and off, hot and cold with me the last little while, but running a crew of 6 and anticipating on hiring more and buying more equipment it takes a lot out of me, and I'm like running around like crazy, and I know I need to hire probably an admin or some type of person to be on the phones. But again, the tweener stage of, I still got to make a living and support my family as well. So, it's hot, it's cold, it's slow, it's busy. It's a little too unpredictable for me now, and I would rather take on the burden myself and just get through the busy season here and really get a feel for what it's like to have a true legit business with employees where I'm not the one doing the work all the time. I still want to go out and help the guys. Like, I'm gonna hook up my trailer right now and go do a yard waste job, and then I'm gonna dump that and probably go and bang out a pretty massive clean out of all stuff outside at the end. That's scheduled for the end of the day. I'm probably gonna go do that myself, and if any same days come in, we'll be able to have the capacity to take care of those as well. So, little update on what's going on with us, little update on me. I wouldn't worry about anything. I think everything is going to be smooth sailing in a little bit. Just keep your head up. Watch your numbers. There's a lot of guys blowing a crazy amount of money on Google Ads and other marketing stuff. You need a market, but watch your spend, because what is the point of making 60 grand, 70 grand in a month if you're gonna go backwards or you're gonna make 1,000? There's no point. So just be smart about the decisions that you're making as a business owner. If you guys aren't at that point, you're making 10, 15, 20, 30,000, the same applies to you. Watch your ad spend if you're on Google. Make calculated choices. Just always use your head, and it's gonna get busy, and you need to be able to take a step back and look at everything. And I give you this information as someone who didn't do that, and I'm just constantly picking up the pieces and looking back and saying I could have done this better to set myself up a little bit differently. So kind of going back to the roots of why I started the channel. Just trying to help as best I can when I can and when I have the time to do so. So that's it for today. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm positive it's going to be a prosperous season for us all. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.